hi guys, welcome to this week's video. This week I have got my August favourites. I nearly said September then, that would have been ridiculously wrong. I don't feel like there's very many products this month. I haven't really favoured many things. There are a couple of things that are not physical that I'll have to talk to you about that have been some of my faves as well. So yeah, shall we crack on? I'm gonna have to say this is an old favourite of mine, Revolution Makeup Revolution London. I never really know how to say this name, I just keep on saying Revolution London, London, blah 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 blah. This is the Ultra Blush palette in the flavour palette name Hot Spice. I don't really know how to ever explain this, but it looks like this. This has been an old school favourite of mine. I've had it for a couple of years and I still love this palette to pieces. It's definitely one of my go-to palettes for blushes. My favourite has got to be this orange down here. It just really works well with my skin tone and everything. Another favourite I love is this lilac-y coloured shade one up here, because it picks up the little highlight. I've been using this a lot this month. I don't really know why. I've just been favouring this blush palette over the rest of my makeup. Fun fact, I probably own more blushes than any other product in my makeup collection, and I don't really know why. I think it's just because I like wearing blushes and it's really hard to find a blush that looks okay on me, so I just keep on buying more and more and more until I find my favourite. But yeah, this has got to be one of my favourite blush palettes and just blushes in general. This is a new favourite of mine. This is Rimmel's Wake Me Up concealer. I have been using this, I think it's a L'Oreal one for ages, but it's pretty much run dry now. I don't really know the name of it either because it's all scraped off. It's that old. The name is all rubbed off because of overusage. I love this one. This has got a really nice full coverage, so it's not too bad. It lasts all day. I think concealers are something that I'm probably the most new to be using. I've been using concealers for pretty much the entire period I've been wearing makeup, but I've never really known how to use them properly. I'll just use them to cover up spots and things. But now, very recently, within the last, within the last 6 months or so, I've begun to properly put it under my eyes, to do the thing that everyone seems to be doing with the concealers and things, instead of just putting on spots that look a bit red, or proper spots or discoloration areas that I want to cover up and everything. I've been using this under my eyes a lot, and yeah, I think this is one of my favourites, along with I think it's the Collection Lasting Forever one, Lasting Perfection by Collection, is that what it's called? That's also a favourite, but this has been what I've been using recently, so had to feature it. Going on to an eyeshadow I have been loving this month is by Mask. It looks like this. I kind of hate that it's a loose powder, but the colour of this is stunning. I don't know how well to show you, but it looks like a highlight. It could literally be a highlight. It is so pigmented and shiny, and I wore it, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and I was impressed by the pigmentation. I got this in a Birchbox quite recently. I have a grey coloured one of these, and it just does not give the same effect that this one does. This one is just glorious. It is so shimmery. It could literally be what this highlight is right here, but it's not this highlight. This highlight is a sleek one, I think. Sleek from the Solstice palette. But anyway, going back to this is incredible. Definitely not a fan of the packaging and the loose powderness, but it works. Going on to skincare, I've got a couple of products here. This is what I've been using as a moisturiser in the morning. This is Talika Photo Hydra Day Face Specific Hydration. I don't know, I got this also in a Birchbox a few months ago. This stuff is incredible. It feels it doesn't feel like a moisturiser. It's it has a gel format to it, but it sinks into your skin so smoothly and quickly as well, like it sets into your skin really easily. I have found since using this, like, my skin has felt really soft, so I apply this in the morning before I put my primer on, and yeah, I just find it works a treat. And since using this, my skin has, I don't know, it has just looked really good. I don't know if this is a combination of that and the other thing, or if this is just the thing. The other skincare related product is I got a cuticle oil for your nails. I paint my nails regularly. I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't have my nails painted. However, I need to take care of my nails, and this is cuticle oil. This is by Sally Hansen Nail and Cuticle Oil. So you brush it onto your nails and cuticles nightly, and then massage it in, and then you do it before you put your nail colour on. You have to wash it off before you put nail colour on. But regardless, yeah, this is what I've been using, and I think it does quite a good job. It's making my nails stronger than ever before. Going on to nails, because why not? Some more Sally Hansen products here. I have been obsessing with these two products. I think I'm fairly sure I uploaded them into a favourites video quite recently. If not, it was a haul. It was definitely something. But these are gorgeous. Not only do the colours look amazing, but they last a really long time as well. They don't chip, they don't do anything. They just stay on relatively well. My most favourite one is the Well colour, which is white. I've always wanted a white nail polish, and this is just glorious. I absolutely love this colour. It's literally a white. Some people think it looks tacky and a little bit out there, but I think it looks really good on me. So yeah, white nail polish there. And then we've got this one, which is got a little bit of a shimmer into it. I don't know if you can possibly see that, can't you? In the light. This is like a purple shade, but it has flecks of like orange and gold in it, and it is gorgeous. This is in the shade Silics and Stones. Going on to like hair and bath and, you know, washing yourself. I don't know if I uploaded this. I think I did include this in my last favourites video, because I was saying how I've been using this with my other purple shampoo. This is my Bleach London Violet Skies non-permanent hair colour cream that fades within 2 to 10 washes. I have been using this a hell of a lot for my blonde hair. I tend to stick it on to dry hair and then leave it on my hair for about 10 minutes, and then I wash it out, and then I add my purple shampoo on after that, like as a second wash. I find that this has really helped my hair keep its blondness. Usually by now it's way more orange than it is right now. Like it's way more like, I don't know, the dye doesn't usually stick on as blonde as it has been. But I have been loving using this in my hair. I'm not gonna lie, I do also own like a pink shampoo that is also by Bleach London, and I've been using that too. That surprisingly actually tints my hair a little bit pink, which I kind of love. Another thing, I owned this Blue Skies and Fluffy White Clouds bubble bath by Lush for a few months. I think when I did that massive Lush haul, that was a couple of videos down my channel. I can't remember when I did that, but I got this in that video, and I've only used, like, you can only see like that much, and it lasts a really long time. Like, you don't have to put very much of this in your bath to get a full bath of bubbles, which I freaking love. It makes them a little bit blue, which I also really love. It smells gorgeous. I can't really tell you what it smells like. Oh, it smells like cinnamon. Yes, I can't really tell you what it smells like. Oh, it smells like cinnamon. It is cinnamon. So it's got patchouli oil and cinnamon leaf. So it's got water, fine sea salt, some oil, some cinnamon, all natural. Oh, okay, so I must have got this in February, I think. So that's a long time ago. Going on to a little bit of a different favourite now. I'm sure you guys all know that I'm really into bullet journaling. Journaling. I don't know. I'm really into doing stuff in a bullet journal. I created my own bullet journal. You see me, I've uploaded a couple of plan with me's now. This is one of my favourite new products that I've been using. This is a TWSBI, TWSBI Eco. This is a fountain pen. At the moment it's got a green ink with it in it because my theme for the month is green, and so I had to have green ink in this. I freaking love this pen. It is gorgeous. It works really, really well. It writes really smoothly. I also really love that it's like clear, so you can see. I don't know if it will show up, but you can see the. You can just a little bit. You can see the. What's it called? Ink inside it, and I own a fair few amount of bottles of ink now. I have made a collection of inks, and I'm so excited to continue using this. And this is still the first batch of ink I put into this pen, so I haven't had to re-change it yet, so I'm very, very excited to change it to a different colour. And I like that I actually decided to buy a whole collection of inks that were not the standard black or blue, because I grew up thinking that inks were either black or blue. I did not know they had a whole colour range of inks. And so I went to Gulo Pens and I bought like 16 testers and then 3 like main bottles of ink, just so that I could have a starter. And like, I can't believe the range of inks you can buy. I was going to film a video of me showing you guys all the inks and things. However, I spilt it everywhere. I spilt one of the bottles. Not everywhere, but it was like very to the top of the brim of the bottle, and it went all over my bed. I've still got a stain on my bed, not gonna lie. So I decided I would scrap filming that video because it did not turn out very well, me trying to film it. So I definitely want to do a video about fountain pens in the future because I own 3 of them now. I wish there was like an alternative that was from the UK though, because Gulo pens is quite massive, but it's from the US and you have to pay like duty and tax on it, which is what I got here because it's obviously coming from the US and it costs money to fly stuff over here. So I hope that there's a place that I can find online that does it, but it is from the UK rather than from the US, because it's painful having to spend, how much did I spend? About £30 on the charge that they wanted for sending it across to here. So going on to non-physical products that I can't really show you, I'm going to share with you guys a couple more things that I have been loving in August. So firstly, I'm going to talk about a film that I saw recently, literally the week I'm filming this video. I saw the film Girls Trip, and it is hilarious. I find it really hard to laugh at films. I just don't really understand comedy, and I tend to laugh for the fun of it. But that film was hilarious. It was really naughty but hilarious. So I freaking love that film. I 100% recommend you going and seeing it. It's very funny. The other couple of things are sports related. So I've got yoga with Adrian. I've been doing a lot of her yoga, which I have been loving. I'm doing the 31 days like revolution of yoga at the moment, and yeah, that's been a great thing. And the other thing is my Couch to 5k. I have been doing the Couch to 5k for the last 2 months, and I'm nearly at the end. I'm on week 7. Week 8 is coming soon, so I'm nearly there. I am so excited to have this nearly finished. I'm hoping to do park runs again after I've finished this. I'm so impressed that I even managed to keep up with this. But I have also lost like weight doing it. I feel better, like my skin looks way better for doing it. I'm drinking more water because of it. Yeah, I definitely think that this was a great thing for me to do. I don't really know what I'm going to do when it gets to winter though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next week. Comment, like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And yeah, bye bye.